Well, this is Saturday, May 15th, 2021. I am somewhere at about 10,200 feet on a dirt road, a closed dirt road, up in the mountains between Beaver and Junction, Utah. I'm thinking about spending the night here, but I still have 2 hours before it gets good dark, so I might do some more exploring. This is a nice place. I could probably even build a campfire here legally. Obviously it's been done. But I think I'm gonna go up that road, just see what's down there, but I may just come right back here. Oddly enough, it looks like I might even have a cell phone signal. That'd be amazing. Well, I'm just glad to be back on the road again. Nothing exciting really has happened today, but there's some really cool scenery up here. And I'm not at work, I'm not at home. I'm not mowing the grass. I'm just here. Gosh, I needed this. I hope I get a lot more. I got a whole week out here just to sleep wherever I happen to be when the sun goes down. Probably be dang cold up here though. Should build that fire. Oh well. Well, it's the same day, about 7 in the evening. I'm at about 10,300 feet between Beaver and Junction, Utah. And I just went four-wheeling through friggin' snowdrifts on May 15th. That's so cool. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through these roads if they get worse. Yeah, we'll find out. That's why I'm in this beast. Anyway, this was a worthy side trip. Those mountains over there, some of them go up over 11,000 feet. But I don't think I'm gonna climb them right now. I've got to go down in the biggest hole in the ground in the country in about 2 days. Anyway, this is seriously cool. Well, it's about 7:30 in the evening of May 15th. I'm a little over 9,000 feet looking down on the valley where you'll find Junction, Utah. Bryce Canyon is out there behind those mountains. I think this is probably where I'm going to spend the night. Kind of a good place as any. Oh well, better pitch my tent and make me a comfortable place to sleep. Gonna be cold. I don't know how well this camera does in low light conditions, but it's about 5:40 in the morning. I'm just waking up on this ridge looking down over Junction, Utah. About ready to break camp, get me some breakfast. Wow, this was a good choice. What a place to watch the sunrise. What a place to watch the sunrise. Lovely. Cold, but lovely. I need to get my jacket out. Well, it's a little after 6 now, and I've broken camp, loaded back up my beast of burden here. And the sun will be coming up shortly on this valley that contains Junction, Utah. This was a very good choice. Oh, well worth it. Been a while since I've slept on the ground, so didn't get a lot of sleep, but it's still pretty good. So far, my beast has been doing pretty good. I would say it doesn't get any better than this, but it will. Well, it's about 9 in the morning of Sunday, May 16th, 2021. I am a little above above a mining camp near Maryville, Utah. I asked a guy at a convenience store this morning where he would go that the tourists don't go. And he sent me up to this mining camp. He said he brings his children up here to the falls, Bullion Canyon Falls, every year. He did not steer me wrong. It's gorgeous up here. I took some pictures of the old mining camp. This waterfall supplied water for that mining camp 150 years ago. They used a lot of that water for processing their mining operation. I'll send some still pictures later of the old mining camp. Gold mine. Apparently it was a fairly productive gold mine for over 100 years. Oh, it's good to be up here. But I think I'm gonna head back down and do some more four-wheeling. Just getting up to the trailhead here was really not appropriate for my tracker. They allow up to 60 inches and my tracker is exactly 60 inches. So I went on the four-wheeler trail and it was a rough one. Trying to make sure I get down without breaking an axle or something. Anyway, more to come. Wow. I'm up here, I guess about 20-30 miles from Bryce Canyon. And I came up this side road that said it came up to a plateau, and it was, oh man, that was a rough road, rougher than what I did this morning. Wow, what a view. I'm beginning to wonder though if I was going to make it up that darn road, or if my tires were going to pop. Worth the trip though. A lot farther than I thought it was going to be. Well, don't know where I'm going to wind up tonight, but it'll probably be somewhere south of Bryce Canyon. This side trip was a lot longer than I expected it to be. I'll see what else is up the road here before I go down. Well, here we are on Sunday, May 16th, 2021. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and we are at Sunrise Point at Bryce Canyon. I've actually never been to Bryce Canyon before. Maybe someday I'll come back and I'll actually hike down there where those guys are hiking, but not today. I'd like to get over to Grand Staircase at Escalante and spend the night over in that area. The weather's kind of weird today. Anyway, this is pretty cool. Glad I made a side trip into here. I'm just minutes away from it, so I figured it'd be silly not to come this way. Yeah, a lot of people heading down there. Yeah, maybe the next time. I don't think I'm going to go down into the canyon right now. But I think I'll hit a couple of spots here in Bryce and then head over and spend the night somewhere around Grand Staircase Escalante. Been a good day. Well, this is a lookout point here for Sunset Point. Looking down on the trails down there. Wind's blowing hard. Trails go down there. I figured just seeing a video of this would make Kelly hyperventilate. Wow, this is cool. Oh, I gotta come back and go down that trail sometime when I'm feeling a little bit more energetic and have more time. This is definitely worth the trip, I think. Not that many people. Kelly could go down that trail in her cart. Yeah, right. Oh. Okay, bear with me. Just one more video of Bryce Canyon before I stop doing this. This is the view from Inspiration Point, and it is the best one I've seen so far. There's a town right there where Mr. Bryce used to come up from the town and get timber, and the canyon was named after him. He was a Mormon pioneer who founded several towns, raised 12 children. Wow. This is an astounding view. Took a little bit of a hike to get up here. I can tell I'm way out of shape. Grand Canyon is going to clean my clock. I'm going to do it one step at a time. Yeah. Anyway, I got to get myself in the shot, so here I am just to ruin the view for you. This is an astounding view. Anyway, hope it gives you a bit of a feel better than just a snapshot. Well, this is a lookout point here for Sunset Point. Looking down on the trails down there. Wind's blowing hard. Trails go down there. I figured just seeing a video of this would make Kelly hyperventilate. Wow, this is cool. Oh, I gotta come back and go down that trail sometime when I'm feeling a little bit more energetic and have more time. This is definitely worth the trip, I think.
Not that many people.
Okay, Kelly could go down that trail in her cart. Yeah, right. Oh. Got a finger in there anyway. Anyway, so we'll head up to the next one and see what's there. Well, it is now Monday morning, May 17th, 2021. I am at the Overlook, where you can see the Grand Staircase Escalante. On my way, I spent the night in Kaibab, and I'm on my way to the North Rim, where my companion, Joe Mullins, is waiting for me. Well, waiting. He's looking around the North Rim having fun. Anyway, there is evidence down here of a terrible fire. That whole area is just completely decimated by a fire all the way up to here. I came through the Grand Staircase Escalante yesterday. Took a couple of pictures of some of the cliffs in there. Had to go through a lot of miles of not very interesting stuff to get there, though. Anyway, so I guess my next shots will be over at the North Rim. Been a good trip so far, but it's not even close to being over yet. I'm here approaching the North Rim of the Grand Canyon, and I thought I'd stop for a moment. This is a place where there was a fire probably about a decade ago. You'll notice the trees are falling down and the evergreens are coming back, but the aspens grow faster and replace them. That's why you get aspen groves, because of fire wiping out the evergreens. Over a century or two, eventually the evergreens will come back, choke out the aspens, and after a century or two, another fire will come through and kill the evergreens again. It's part of the natural order. But if you happen to have a home in the woods, well, not so good for your home, as the Californians have found out. Well, on to the North Rim. So here we are. It is 1 in the afternoon here at the North Rim, at the most outcrop, the overlook that's the most out over the canyon. I'm here with my companion, Joe Mullins. It is Monday, May 17th, 2021. So now, you've got to come from all the way over there, back behind that little knoll, all the way up here, all the way back over there. So, what's your first impression?
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun?
Long way.
Uh-huh.
A lot of elevation change.
Yeah, you'll do fine. Anyway, it's actually cold and drizzling rain with a little bit of snow. Not what I expected, but down at the river, it'll probably be like 100 degrees. Literally, probably will be. Here we are. So this is the jumping off point. Well, not literally. So 4 days later, we should be standing back at the same spot. Right.
Friday afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. It is now mid-afternoon for Monday, May 17th, 2021, and we are at Point Royale. And all the times I have been here, I have never come to this point. I don't know why, but I will be back.
So have you been retired for a long time?
This is absolutely astounding. Look at this. Wow. The weather is actually quite cold right now. Storm moving in. Incredible. Well, tomorrow's shipping off point. Wow. Well. So, you ready to do this with us?
Yep.
All right.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.? Sounds like a good time. Gotta make sure we have time to get in here and get up there before 7 and account for the time change, too.
Yep.
All right, well, tomorrow morning we go out there. Here we are at Cape Royale, which is quite a drive over here. Woo! Boy, that was blowing good. It's cold. Whoa! I'm loving this. Look at that down there. I can look down. That's a long day way down. Oh yeah, you're gonna stay way over there, aren't you? Smart guy. Oh, wow, that wind is really blowing, and I'm right near an edge with no railing. This is cool. I have never been out here because it's so far out here. It's like 20 or 30 miles from the lodges. All right, we got to go out to the end of that. I saw something out there I want to go to. Well, here we are, standing on top of the Angel's window. There's actually a hole through this little outcropping directly underneath us. I can't believe it. All the time I've been here, I have never come out here. It's probably about 20 something miles out here, but this is incredible. Drop this camera, but look at that. That's several thousand feet straight down. This is like, and I can actually see the Colorado River from here. Oh, look at this. And there are the San Francisco peaks. There's on the screen. If you can see it, you can see. That is San Francisco peaks over near Flagstaff. Be careful not to drop my camera. This is incredible. I gotta come back here with the family sometime. Oh, out and outrageous. But for Kelly, just look down. I don't know how far that is, but it's probably at least 1,000 feet. Whoa. Here I'm a significant distance over the railing because I had to get closer to this. This is the point from Cape Royale. I'm way the heck over the safety railing here. Holy crud. I can't believe I have never come to this end of the North Rim. This is absolutely astounding. Oh. I don't know how to describe what this place does to me. You just have to be here. I'm going to very carefully go over to this edge. I'm not supposed to be here, I know. But I had to get a closer look, and I got to stay at least a couple of feet away from that edge. Holy crud. Oh. 16 years ago, I came across this canyon alone, and it had an effect on me that literally changed my life, changed my perspective on life. I'm beginning to remember, in a small way, some of that emotion. I so needed this. And this has only begun. 4 more days. For the life of me, I don't know how to explain why this place would bring me to tears. I don't understand it. I can't explain it, but it does. Maybe if I could explain it, then the feeling wouldn't exist. I love this place. Well, here we are on our way down to Indian Gardens, and these backpackers are doing it the easy way, I think.
Tell that to my butt later today.
That is the... I'm going to have to try it that way someday.
Yeah. A lot easier.
Yeah. So what do you think? Next time jump on one of the mules?
That'd be fun. I feel sorry for them poor mules.
Mules or horses? I'm not sure what they were. Down here near Indian Gardens, these guys don't seem to really care that we're here. They startled the heck out of us. There's one right there, one right there, one right there. I guess they're used to seeing people every day. They don't care. That is a creepy noise, but I think it's a squirrel. I don't know. All right, let's get out to the point here then. Oh, here we are, just barely before sundown, getting to the lookout near Indian Gardens. One of the best views out here. The sun's going down any minute now. This is one of the best views in the park, at least from down here. We're going to have to get over this little section here. There's railings over there, but there's a lot of places with no railings. And that's where we're going tomorrow, except it's way around the bend there. And see that trail down there? That's our trail. Goes down there and it goes along the river. let's see, just one more short video. There's the path, the Devil's Stairs, where we'll be going down tomorrow. We will be following tomorrow morning down this canyon here. There's that trail. We'll go by the river, and then we go up the river till we get to one of the two bridges. There's the Black Bridge and the other one. I just wanted to kind of capture this because it's hard for a snapshot to capture what this is.
Yeah,
That's it. I think that's about 2,000 feet down. Better part of a half a mile straight down.
I'm a little bit in.
And the sun has just set behind the mountain. So Joe, what's your impression? Pretty dang cool?
Pretty nice though.
Yeah, we're staying up by Cabin Bridge.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you're lucky. Coveted reservation in the...
Well, we're not staying at.
Well, here we are right where we're about hitting the river. We had a traffic stop. Had to wait for these group to pass. They're just hauling equipment today, not tourists. And here's all the backed up traffic behind them. Here's where our trail to Phantom Ranch hits the river. As soon as we go around that curve, we'll be in full sun and we'll be cooking. So we'll be happy to get to Phantom Ranch by the time we get baked by that sun for another hour. But we just came down from up yonder.
Can you take a picture of me?
Oh, I just did. Well, here we are at the bridge, getting ready to go over the Colorado River. It is almost the end of our hiking today. The Black Bridge down there is where that notorious tunnel is, where you come out of the tunnel and you're right over the top of the river. We'll do that later today. Someone dropped their shoe here a few minutes ago. Let's see if I can get it to them in the campsite. Whew. My companion says he's going to go rafting in that river next year. I think I'll just not do that. Well, here we are at Phantom Ranch, actually the campground of Phantom Ranch. It's Bright Angel, is what they call this one?
Cottonwood.
No, Cottonwood's the other one. Anyway, we're putting rocks in Joe's tent because his tent decided to take flight over towards those trees over there, and we had to jump up and grab it. I really appreciate the wind because it makes it a lot less hot. So we're putting stones in each corner of his tent to hold it down because you can't really drive a stake into this because there's about an inch of sand and everything underneath it is hard rock. So this high of stakes over here, most of them have rocks sitting on top of them because they can't go more than an inch or two down. Hello. And we're just kind of marking time until the sun gets a little lower and it's less hot. Everybody else is pretty much doing the same thing, just finding shade, getting a little wet, get something to eat, and just resting. We were just commenting that it's the only way we can not have anything to do is to be in a place like this, and sometimes that's nice. I can tell that I am more out of shape than I have been in probably the last 16 years. I need to do something about that, or the opportunity to do things like this may go away. That plus any other health issues that come with it. So I need to do better. I hear a helicopter. Hear that?
Yep, I do.
I hope nobody's injured. Sometimes they use the helicopter to bring in supplies that they can't bring on the back of a donkey. What do they call those? A mule. That's the word, mule. Anyway, we're going to spend the night here. We're going to go out to the Black Bridge here in a minute. Not the Black Gate, the gateway to Mordor, but the Black Bridge, the gateway to Phantom Ranch. But I think we're going to give it a couple hours so it cools off a bit. Oh well. And tomorrow, Ribbon Falls and Cottonwood. Okay, here we are Just about to go out onto the Black Bridge, which I think was the first bridge. Phantom Ranch is back that direction. We're spending the night. There's the other bridge, which I think is a newer bridge. Why they chose to build this really, really beefy bridge with a blasted tunnel through the rock over there, I'm not sure. Well, Joe, you about ready to go over to the tunnel?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Good.
No railings. Wow, look at that water down there. Now, I'm not quite sure what all of that over there is for. Some old weather equipment or something, I'm not sure. So if you're riding the donkeys, the bridge down there, the trail splits and it'll go up and over this ridge, down that ledge, and then goes in that hole right there, which looks kind of creepy, right? And then we get to walk through like this, riding on the back of the donkey, high enough you could probably hit your head. Can't see the other side. Then you ride your donkey through here in the dark. And suddenly you're on a bridge with nothing underneath you but Colorado River. Nothing but Colorado River below you. That is really kind of a cool effect, isn't it? Really. Okay, here we are at 10 o'clock on Thursday, May 20th. We're trying to cross this river since they removed the bridge that got washed away. This is the only way to get across to Ribbon Falls. Neither of us want to get our boots wet. I just came across it. Now with any luck I can catch Joe Mullins getting his feet wet. Hey Joe, have you ever submitted a video to America's Funniest Videos? This is your chance. You could win $10,000. Yep. Oh, come on. I got sock, just walk. I don't think that's a $10,000 winner, though. Uh-oh. When we get up to Ribbon Falls, we can get your shoes and socks dried out, because we're going to be up there a while. Okay.
All right.
It has been captured for posterity. We are. We successfully got across the river, but Joe thinks he might have pulled a hamstring getting across there. He's going a little slower. We just need to go up this trail, and there is Ribbon Falls, a little hidden canyon where we can hide out from the heat until close to sundown. Cottonwood is just beyond that turn right there.
Cool.
Pretty dang cool, huh? Worth the trouble? Worth the trouble, yeah. All right. I'm about ready to see this. We could sit right here if you want. Just set up shop here, or go up there with the family.
I'll just go see what the view is a tiny bit up here.
Yeah, see the rest of it. We take our stuff up there. Trying to decide whether it's brave enough to go in that hole.
It goes through it. Looks like.
What's that? Yeah, this whole thing is just made up of minerals and algae.
He went in over there, came out right here.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. Going into a dark, wet cave. Isn't that my thing? Yeah, I think I might get wet a little later, but not now. Well, I just had good lunch down there. The rock that the sun moved and having shade, so I decided I would come up behind the falls, which I wanted to do anyway, where there's shade pretty much all the time. Woo! Also, a mist of cold water. Woo! That felt good. So see what we have, see how this has changed. It falls down this structure, which I believe is just a giant stalagmite from the waterfall. It runs down the front, but it also runs down the back, and it changes every time I'm here. Over time, the algae and the minerals are all a little going and coming. All right, there we go. There's the pool. I've actually stood in that little pool there with that thing on my back, which is kind of sketchy because there's like a 40-foot fall on the other side, but still, it felt so good. And there is where our backpacks are. All the way down there, but then we lost the shade, so I decided it's time to come up here and check out the waterfall. Yeah. Here we are. This is Thursday, May 20th, 2021, about noon here in Ribbon Falls in the Grand Canyon. We're here with Dave and his lovely wife, Sherry, which we're going to hook up on Facebook later, so we'll hear from each other. And here's Joe, and here's me. And 14 years ago, I sat up in that pool right there and screamed bloody murder when it was so cold, but it felt so good. So I'm going to try it again after 14 years. There you go, Joe.
Is it taping?
I may regret
it's
this.
taping.
I thought you said it was 2005.
Oh, that was the first time. Oh, the second time I came, I was alone. Came with my daughter the second time. When I got here, I was at the heating crossing. She was taking care of me. And I eventually found my way up here and just got in that pool up there. And hands it up. Stopped me and stopped me.
Do not fall down, Esker.
What?
Do not fall down.
No, I'm going to stay on this side so I'll fall there. That's cold! That's cold! Yeah, love it! Okay, gotta say it. I'm the king of the world! That's cold! That's really cold. Yeah!
Okay.
What? I can't hear you, Baba.
One more, Esker. 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 Esker.
Please tell me you recorded that. Okay, Joe, your turn. Your turn, Joe. You're on the camera.
Right here.
This is Double Dare. fear factor.
Right here.
All right. Well, here we are at Cottonwood. Since the campsites are in the open sun until the sun goes behind that mountain, we're just going to sit around here and shoot the breeze. Fortunately, we have a breeze to shoot. It's really miserable here, but there's no wind. But today has really been a kind day to us. So what you think, Joe? Good so far?
So far, really good.
Tomorrow will be a hard day, but there's a lot of good things you'll see. You'll love it. And here I am. Oh well, that's pretty much about all I got to say. Bye. Well, we've got our tents set up. We had to pile rocks around the corners because the stakes won't go in the ground. It's too hard and got rocks in it. And in the wee hours of the morning, long before sunup, and going up to that green spot directly in the center of the screen up there, which is only a little over 4,000 feet above us. This will be fun. It'll be fun. Anyway, we actually waited to move here until the sun went behind that mountain before we set our tents up because it's too hot out here. Had a nice rest over there underneath that oak tree, or that cottonwood tree actually. Be a long climb tomorrow, but there's a lot to see between here and there. Oh well. So here we are, breaking camp. Before 3 o'clock in the morning, neither of us were able to sleep. The wind was so hard that it kept trying to blow our tents over. This way since sundown. So we're just going to start packing out of here before 3, since we can't sleep anyway. Yeah, it's probably for the best anyway. I've seen it this windy. It's just been windy constantly all night long. And it was this way in the afternoon, and it's still blowing. It's so hard that it keeps flapping the sides of the tent, and I know Joe said he didn't sleep at all, and I only slept a couple hours, maybe at most. So, here we are with our packs up. It's 2:35 in the morning. Local time, 3:35 Idaho time. Time to go. Okay, here we are at about 5,500-ish or so. We passed Roaring Springs, and this little cutout here, I remember a couple of times, well actually when we came up here with 4 people, we sat here and cooked our lunch and fed 4 people in this cavity that's blown out of the rock here. So I'll call this the lunchroom. Lunchroom with a heck of a view. So we're taking an extended break here. Eat a little snacks and stuff and just rest up. Still got a long way to go, but we're making good progress.
Great progress.
Yeah, I mean it's only, what, not even 6 o'clock in the morning. This lunchroom has the best view. Okay, it's almost 8:30 Arizona time, and we are just feet away from the Supai Tunnel, which is where we're going to take a break and get an early lunch. Well, considered breakfast was 7 hours ago. Anyway, 6 hours ago. Anyway, this is worth capturing here. We climbed up that this morning, some of it before sunrise. Oh, beautiful. So what you think, Joe? Worth every step?
Yep.
Very good.
We're about there.
We're just about there. Well, just about to the next stop. Then we still have 1,200 feet more of climbing, but not for a while.
Yeah,
Well, here we're at the Supai Tunnel, which is the lowest place they bring the mules down these days. They used to go all the way down. And Ranger here, he's looking for an older gentleman who's missing. I think he's okay, but he's not checking in with his family. And they're talking about some of the rescues they've done here. And I am cooking up some breakfast for lunch. Biscuits and gravy, I think, might settle my upset stomach right now. And I'm in no particular hurry to start hiking again.
And then it's like, we get there, and dispatch calls, and they say, well, don't let that rain move.
There we go. Here come the mules. Here come the mules. Hello.
We don't know if we can land. So we sat there for a good 20, 30 minutes, and then dispatch called and said, we're not even flying. So I ended up putting her back on, and then had to bring her all the way back down. Yeah.
That climb is brutal, but the reward is to just hang out in places like this. And we're not quite finished yet. We still have about 1,400 feet of climbing to do. So a couple more hours of hard climbing and we will be there. Woo! There we go. I love a parade. All right. Hi. Now I'm going to capture you guys in this as a video. We are here, it's about 11 o'clock. We're at the Casino Overlook. We only got about 500 feet to go. Oh, you taking a picture for them? Good to go. Yeah. So I'll take a picture of him taking a picture of you taking a picture. This is one of the very, very popular photograph points.
We don't want to ruin the picture.
That's right.
I'm trying to think what else to get. I'm trying to get kind of behind you guys too. But
Yeah.
even though I really can't do it justice.
Anyway, this is a gorgeous overlook, and I'm really dragging low. My knee's doing fine though. We just came up from back behind that ridge, all the way at the bottom at Cottonwood, up this trail to here. I always love this spot. I believe that is the San Francisco Peaks over there, which is near Flagstaff. These rock formations here are extraordinary. They look like vertical candy stripes. I'm not quite sure how that forms that way, but I've never seen anything like it anywhere. Oh, I've got to go up another 500 feet, and then we'll be at the car. And this trip will be completed, or at least this hike will be completed. I am not entirely convinced that I will do this again this way. I will come back to the canyon, but I might come back in a different way. Maybe on the back of a mule, or maybe staying at a lodge, but I will be back. I'm just not sure if a rim-to-rim hike like this is... I'm really struggling with my stamina today, but I'm still loving it. We got 500 feet to go. Well, here we are. It is just shortly after noon at the North Kaibab Trail. We actually made it. We were going like, you know, like 1/10 of a mile per hour at the time. Yeah, but we made it. So, how do you feel, Joe?
Good.
Bucket list item checked off?
Yep.
Skydiving is next, right? Nope? Okay. All right, well, that finishes our hike, but it doesn't necessarily finish my trip. I've got to decide where I'm going from here, because there's a lawn waiting for me to mow it at home, and I don't want to get there any faster than I have to. All right, bye.